Can you give an example for a service industry? Hospital, chartered accountant's office, architect's one, then educational institutions, library, then internet centers, then transportation. So all these are fitting under service sector. Bank, insurance, all that are under service sector. Now, in all these cases, how do you capture the cost? Understand, for in service sector, you require men, you require machinery. Take for example, in hospital, men, you give example for men, doctor, nurses, other stuff. Machinery in the sense, it is not only machinery, building also, I will take it up as part of that. So what are those? You require operation theater, you require equipment, all this, educational institution. Correct, tell. Faculty members, supporting staff, and all technical supports that they provide. So definitely there are a lot of supports that we take up. Then what are the machineries that are required? So you have the building you require, you have the AC and all these sort of things you take it up as part of the machinery. Hotel industry, tell. So you definitely men, without men, service industry is not possible. Machinery, yeah, all utensils, place, building, etc. Then transportation, drivers, cleaners, then machinery there being vehicle. BPO, you require people, computers, good. KPO, you require intellectual people there and machinery required. Courier services, you require human being and you require transporting vehicle. Communication, what is that? Definitely all these communication places, you require men and you require machinery. Entertainment, so men required, so entertainment, hero required, heroine required, villain required, stuntman required, danceman required, director required, producer required, and above that, audience also required. What are the items that you require? You require a theater, you require a projector, so all that. Entertainment. Library, what is it? You require people and you require building, books, etc. Internet, same thing. Bank, you require people and you require all that. So therefore, what we are trying to convey in this service sector is that you require two minimum, men and machine. So definitely you will have salary to be paid, wages to be paid. For machinery being used, you require running expenditure. What is that? You require fuel, you require electricity. So therefore, items that are connected are two. What are the two items that are connected? One, for men, you have to pay that salary. For the machinery to run, to effect the services, fuel and other charges would be required. In some cases, you charge the depreciation also. Simple as that. Sum of these two will be the total cost. Total cost plus fixed margin will be the selling price. Are you clear? Simple only. So we require men, we require machine in each case. So machine, men, for which you have salary, and here you have running expenses. And running expenses, I just take up even depreciation alongside of that. Are you clear, all of you? So just there is no direct material that is required because it is service industry. So please understand that there are only two items of cost. That is, if you know how they are operating, then it becomes very easy for you to take up cost involved in extending the services. Have you made note? To operate the system, companies require men and machine. Now, what is that particular term? Trip means, what is that? You understand? A trip. T-R-I-P. Trip. So, going and coming back, we call it as trip. So, to make the point even more clearer, use a term called as round trip. Don't get the impression round means they should go for a round. Going and coming back, we call it out as round trip. Correct. Now, one more important thing that we should understand. Supposing in a transportation, the auto driver wants to use this operating costing system. For him, if the number of kilometers that he had traveled is 250, he would just have passengers into his vehicle, not for the entire 250 kilometers. He will have passengers only for 175 kilometers. Rest of the 75 kilometers he will be still running without passengers. Have you seen that? Say, will you catch an auto which is already occupied or when it is unoccupied? Unoccupied. So, auto stand in many of the occasions, or you just catch when they are running. So when they are running, you are catching. That point of time, you find that they are having no passengers. The time that you step in, the time you are stepping out would be the time where passenger kilometers will be ticking. Prior to that and after that, auto will be running, but without passengers. The cost that he would be incurring would be right from the start to the end. Some portion or majority portion of the time he is having passenger, some portion of the time he is not having passengers. Therefore, cost will be incurred for the entire operations, but the recovery or revenue part will come only for some portion or majority portion of the total travel. Are you understanding? So it is something like process loss or something like that. See, you understand, whatever I am just telling, it is not for fun. I am just trying to match with the concept. See, when you just go for buying gold, so jewelry you buy when it is for 10 grams that you are buying an item. So what is item I am not knowing. 10 grams you buy. So 10 grams they will put the rate and they will add for normal loss. To get that 10 grams, they would have taken up 12 grams for melting and doing this finishing job and all that. 2 grams they would have lost. Correct? So therefore, they will load on you the cost for those items which you are not seeing but you have got to pay. Are you understanding, all of you? Now, when it comes for selling, if you sell, what they would do is that on the weight, that melting charges and all that, and the loss that is occurring on melting and all that, they will deduct. When you buy, it will be added. When you sell, it will be deducted. Correct or incorrect? Just think for a moment and tell. So, therefore, when it comes for booking the cost in this particular sector, the time taken or the facilities used when passengers were not there should also be counted. But revenue will be captured only to the extent of the presence of the customers. So these things we will be working it out in the form of passenger kilometers. We will say absolute kilometers, passenger kilometers, and capacity kilometers, and so on. So we need to be very careful in handling this issue. So round trip means up and down. And passenger kilometers would mean that amount of travel when passengers are available in the system, passenger kilometers. Absolute ton kilometers. What is that? Sum total of tons kilometers arrived at by multiplying various distances by respective load capacities carried. This you call it out as ton kilometers. Absolute ton kilometers. Commercial ton kilometers. What is that? Commercial ton kilometers are arrived at by multiplying total distance kilometer by average total load quantity. Round trip means the distance covered both the ways. What do you mean by both the ways? Up and down, to and fro. So always remember, M and M are very important. To command these two M, you should have another M, money.